Hey, everybody. Welcome in to the Cream of the Crop Fantasy Hockey Podcast. I'm your host, Blake Creamer. Please follow me on X/Twitter. It's at Blake Creamer AG, and get your biscuits into the Apples and Genos Discord. Click the link in the description. Come on, you got to do it. All right. You know what? I'm going to forego all of those things right now because I just wanted to get a little episode out to you here. I've been itching for a mock draft here. I've been doing a ton of mocks on Fantrax, but not too many on Yahoo. So right now I want to do just a Yahoo standard mock draft here. I've got it's 12 teams here. Looks like everybody is in the room. So I love that. I'm drafting out of the 4 spot. So that's going to be nice. And once we get into the room, I'll give you the kind of the layout of the actual draft and the categories that we're looking at. But yeah, I've been just delving into the ADPs a little bit here. I had a great episode recently with Mike Rogerson on the 5-Hole Fantasy Hockey Podcast, and we just determined some reaches and some values for each round. So I'm going to look and see if I can capture some of these beauties here in this league. But yeah, we're the draft is loading up here. This has been a lot of fun, actually. This is my favorite time of year, draft season, and I love one of the main things that I think is of most value in, these podcasts that we're giving you is where do we find value, right? This is the most important thing, right? So, first thing I do when I get into a draft, first I'll just give you the kind of categories here. So we're looking at goals, assists, plus minus, power play points, shots on goal, hits. All right. And then the goalie statistics: wins, goals against average, saves and saves, shots against, save percentage, and shutouts. All right. So Yahoo standard leagues, I don't know. Plus minus, that should not be in your leagues, right? And then there's a little more goalie stats than I usually like to have in my own leagues. But Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. All right. So one of the first things I do when I get into a draft room, especially in Yahoo, I like to just get my queue going here. So I'm going to do that. So let's look. I kind of like to go down. I mean, in the first few rounds, you sort of know who you're looking at, right? So I want to go in and I want to start identifying players that I think are value. And yeah, Yahoo has been doing some good work getting some of their dual eligible players going here now. So I think that's really key. I also like to sort by ADP. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping all over myself here. But yeah, I've got the ADP sorted here. And let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. Okay. Roman Josi at 50. What the hell? No, that's insane. We've talked about this. We're going to see where we're at. There's just guys I don't want to forget. Josi and Barkov to me are two of the biggest values in this entire draft. So I'm definitely I just want to have those guys on my radar. Let's keep looking down here. Evan Bouchard at 75. Sheesh, that's ridiculous. We're still going, taking a look here. Yeah, the 4 spot's going to be interesting. I think the top 4 are, I mean, obviously not the top 1, but 2, 3, and 4. I've seen some conversations about, Draisaitl, Matthews, Pasta, McKinnon, right? Like, how's it going to go? So I'll kind of give you my take on that. But yeah, let's just keep loading up our queue here. John Carlson at 92.5. What the hell? No, that makes no sense. Evgeny Malkin's a nice value as well, but we'll talk about this as we get into the draft here. It's lots of pieces here. I really like Jonathan Huberdeau for a bounce back this year. I think it's going to be really good. Okay. All right. We're starting the draft. So you know what? Let's just see where we're at. And okay. So Dez is up first. I mean, Connor McDavid, he's the clear number 1 every year until we see otherwise, right? Until he stops going ballistic, right? But I'm sure he's going to go. And then for me, I don't know. I like Draisaitl at second here because he's got the dual eligibility. But I don't know. I've seen people take McKinnon. I've seen Matthews go. Like, it's crazy stuff. So, all right. So first 3 go off the board. It's McDavid, Draisaitl, and Pasternak at 3. I don't like Pasta at 3. I think that's a bit of a reach. But what that does is that allows me to pick up Nathan McKinnon here at 4. And I feel really good about that. I mean, he's a soggy boy. Big time shots, big time power play points, big time goals. And he does hit a little bit, right? So you're starting your draft off with Nathan McKinnon. You're starting off on a good foot there, right? So for me, in terms of draft strategy, like let's see, we can do the draft board. Oh yeah. So it's going to come back to me. I'm going to have the ninth pick. I would love to get, I mean, if Roman Yossi's available here, I'm going to seriously think about that. But I'm also looking for elite wingers in the first little bit of the draft here, right? Because one thing I've noticed as drafts are ongoing is fading centers is a legit thing that you want to try and do because there's so many later on. And if you get guys center only, like I pretty much had to take McKinnon in my opinion. If you get a bunch of center onlys, you're really kind of limiting yourself, especially if you don't have any utility spots in your league. So let's take a look. So I took McKinnon. Matthew Tkachuk goes next. Jason Robertson goes at 6. Mikko Rantanen after that. And then Austin Matthews at 8. That is extreme value for Austin Matthews. I really think that he's going to pop off this year. There was some, just his wrist injury, pure and simple. Like he wasn't as efficient. That's all it is. So I think, new contract signed. I really like Matthews' outlook this year. I think he's going to have a big year. Plus, he does other things in category leagues. Like he led I've said it lots of times, but he led all forwards in blocks. What the hell? Austin Matthews. It is shit, Austin. All right. Austin Matthews, Nikita Kucherov, Brady Tkachuk goes to 10. Timmy Stutz in the first round. Ooh, that's a little spicy. But you know what? This is a category league. So Timmy Stutz in the first round, maybe you can argue it. I think that's way, way early for Stutzla, but he is going to have a good year. We did get a report that Josh Norris is dealing with a minor shoulder injury. So, they've emphasized the fact that it's minor. So I think the guy's going to be ready to go for the start of the season. But I don't know. If he goes down for any period of time, again, it's going to be Stutzla season. The guy played 21 minutes average time on ice last year, so that's just ridiculous. All right, so to round it out, Tage Thompson goes, and Brian here at the turn. Let's see what he does. So, yeah, some interesting picks there. Brady Tkachuk at 10. In a category league, this guy could probably go higher, right? Shots, hits, and his offense is decent as well. So that's a really good value there. So we get Tage Thompson and Jack Hughes, who falls out of the first round. I guess in a category league, sure, makes sense. Tage and Jack Hughes, though, very nice. Let's take a look at what we want to do. So Makar goes next. Kirill Kaprizov, great pick. Let me see what I'm going to be working with here. So I do have McKinnon, who's center only. I would like to go for a winger here. Alex Ovechkin is looking pretty good, actually, at 18. I'm going to be picking at 21. So we'll see if he falls there. If he doesn't fall, I'm not sure. I got to take a look at what I want to do here. I know I might have to go with the defenseman because the only guys I'm saying, Mitch Marner, obviously a great player, elite offense, but I'm not sure I want to take him with my 21st overall pick. I'd rather kind of lock up a player that does a little bit more, like maybe some peripherals as well. So we'll see where we're at. But I'm going to look at some defensemen here. Roman Josi still, I might be able to wait on him. So there's not a lot of value there. Ooh, time is clicking down. I feel like I'm going to panic pick Mitch Marner, which wouldn't be the worst pick in the world because he does hit a little bit. So the offense is there. So we'll see what happens. I'd like to avoid taking another center if possible. That's not really something I'm interested in doing. You know what I am interested in doing, actually? Okay, no, this is the answer. Timo Meier. It's Timo time. Left wing, right wing eligibility. Big time hits, big time shots, and the offensive ceiling, I think, is pretty decent. So hopefully I don't get sniped on Meier here because I think he's going to be a really good pick. Let's see. Oh, Jake Ottinger goes. All right. So I think Timo Meier makes total sense. I'm going to lock him in. That's going to give me, first off, I love the dual eligibility. And that's going to give me nice set of hits. Nice set of hits. That's a weird sentence. And some shots. And he's a part of that elite top 6 there in Jersey. So nice start for me. Nathan McKinnon, Timo Meier. I really like that. So some interesting picks. 2 goalies go off the board here in the second round. Yahoo has goalies a lot higher. Actually, all 4 of those goalies go in the second round. I don't agree with that. So, but I love to see it. Okay, and I'm back on the clock. My goodness. Okay, this is a little spicy for me. So, you know what I got to do? I got to take a look. We've still got some guys here. I'm loving Barkov, but he might fall a bit. Yossi and Barkov. Those are 2 guys that I want right now. But what I'm going to do is be a little smarter about it. I'm going to get Stamkos. He's got the center left wing eligibility and he hits, right? So 93 hits projected here on Yahoo. I think he can get over 100. I love that. So, yeah, my hope is that Yossi and Barkov sort of fall to me and I can take them 1-2 here. But that's wishful thinking. I don't know. So let's see. Third round here, you can see Rupe Hintz went. I think that's a nice spot for him. A little early, maybe. William Nylander, now there's some question marks. He's going to be centering the quote-unquote third line, so which I think might be the second line. But his power play spot is still 100% viable. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Nylander. That's kind of a little bit of a question mark. Zibanejad goes next. And then I took Stamkos. Adam Fox is the second defenseman off the board. That's pretty wild stuff. He's going to have a great season offensively, there's no question. Braden Point, Nuge goes a little early for Nuge. Panarin in a category league, that's risky bisky to me. Georgiev, JT Miller, Barkov does go. That sucks. So, but that's fine. I already got McKinnon. John Tavares goes to finish off the third round. And then look at this, Connor Hellebuck. So we got we've got a bunch of goalies going off the board already, and I ain't here for it. All right, that show ain't no good. All right, we can do better. So we get Connor Hellebuck, Brad Marchand, Aho, Connor Bedard. There we go. So that's an interesting pick. Again, much too early to me for Connor Bedard. 40th overall. No, that's there's so much risk involved with doing that, right? So, anyways, let's focus up here. I got to deal with what I got to deal with here. Did Yossi go? Oh yeah, okay. So Yossi and Barkov went. I don't like that. Oh God. You know what I want to do? I want to lock up a D here, and I think Rasmus Dahlin is my guy. I love Rasmus Dahlin this season. I think I've got him and Dougie Hamilton kind of as 1A and 1B in terms of their tier, but Dahlin has a bit better peripherals, and I think I want to lock that up. Dougie Hamilton is better for goals, that's for sure. So, it's potato with these two guys, but yeah, I'm really liking Dahlin, and I'm liking locking that up for sure. So now on the way back, we got to see what's available here. There's some guys that I'm interested in for sure. Like, I mean, if Dougie Hamilton's still there, do I take a ride? Do I just go 2D there? That might be an option, right? So let's see. After I took Dahlin, Kyle Connor goes. Are you Kyle Connor? It's my turn to draft. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? So let's take a look at some of the forward depth here. Ooh, Alex DeBrincat. But his ADP, I think I might be able to wait on that. You know what? I want some value here, and I think Evan Bouchard and Dougie Hamilton. I'm going to go with Dougie. I'm going to lock up two defenseman studs right off the bat. So I got two guys that I consider pretty comparable in a defensive tier, both big-time shot generators from the back end. Dougie Hamilton, I think he's good for 20 goals this season. I love that. So, and I've got the little New Jersey stacker. New Jersey has a great schedule this year for fantasy as well. I did do a schedule on Cream of the Crop, schedule analysis. It's just a quick little episode, but definitely something you might want to go and check out. Anaheim and Washington are your best streaming teams with the most off nights, and New Jersey is a great streaming team as well with a bunch of back-to-backs. They got that, so their goaltending situation could be decent. Let's see. Okay, I think I started a little D run here. So I took. Let's see what happened. Okay, I took Rasmus Dahlin, Kyle Connor goes, Matt Boldy, and Erik Karlsson finishes out the fourth round. Carter Verhaeghe, first pick in the fifth round. I don't know about that. Over Jack Eichel. Ew. Alex Tuck, Dougie Hamilton, Charlie McAvoy, Miro Heiskanen, Philip Gustafson. Crazy early for this man. Sheesh. All his value is just sapped when you take him in the fifth round there. Evan Bouchard. Okay, that's someone I was interested in, but it's not going. Some other picks here. Mark Stone, Jeremy Swayman. This is a brutal couple picks. Swayman and Stone. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, my man. I liked your first two picks, Tage and Jack Hughes, but Swayman and Mark Stone, that makes no sense. There's no value in those picks, right? So let's keep going here. Two picks until it's my turn. I've got two centers. I've got some decent. I've got dual eligibility on a couple of my players, so I'd like to pick up a winger if possible, but we'll see who's available here. My turn is next. Oh my God. You know what? I don't think I can ignore anymore. Although, what is his ADP? Yeah, this is Evander Kane. In what round are we in here? The sixth round. I think I got to do it. This is a peripheral league, so I love Evander Kane for what he brings to the table, shots and hits. I mean, let's take a look at some of the standings. Boom. Yeah. So you can see because of like Yahoo does this if you go to standings and you can kind of look and see what's available here. But yeah, goals, assists, like I've got shots locked down. I've got hits locked down right now. No one's going to be taking those from me with these two players. So, and I'm happy with the defense I've been able to pick up. So now let's see where we're at. We're coming up. My pick is going to be at 76. So yeah, we're still in good value territory. Ooh, Andrei Svechnikov. Oh my God. Okay, that's the answer right there. And you got some other beauties here too. I think if I can go Svechnikov here and maybe I'm looking at John Carlson later on. Here we go. All right. So, oh, I got sniped with Svechnikov. That sucks. All right. So we're at pick 76. I like Chris Kreider, but that seems a little early to me. What are we in this? 76. I feel like I want to be smart here. I'm going to take John Carlson. I don't want to miss out on John Carlson. I'm really high on him this year. I think 65 to 70 points is pretty much a lock for this man. And, I just, that's a very safe pick to me. And if I look at my D here, Dahlin, Hamilton, and Carlson, like, man, these are all power play one quarterbacks with a lot of offense on tap. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, things happen though. Yeah, I hate getting sniped like that. I would have loved to add Svechnikov to this stable of studs. Oh yeah. Okay, so my next pick is going to be at 93. So let's just see who's going to be available here. Drake Batherson is a right winger. I mean, we know some of the issues that could be happening with him, but I don't know. I feel like, until we hear otherwise, we got to just assume this guy's going to be playing the season, right? And we are already in round 7. So Marchessault's another guy I'm interested in. Let's keep looking. Evgeny Malkin, like this guy's been falling like crazy. We'll see where he ends up. Did someone take Mo Sider? Yeah, someone took Mo Sider. He's amazing in category leagues, no question. So let's see. Now I'm still going down my list to see where I can find some value. Isn't this insane? Chris Letang after Luke Hughes. That doesn't make any sense. You got Jacob Trouba here, who's going to be an amazing, amazing category league guy. So we'll take a look here. Darnell Nurse is a nice pick in a category league as well. 86, a little high to me, but we'll see. It's been an exciting time. Training camp starting up and just all the news coming out. I'm loving that. It's exciting. Hockey's here. We're 21 days away. Damn. We've been working all off season here, and I am absolutely excited to get some more content in for you guys. So 4 picks coming up here. Let's see where we're at. I mean, Larkin is still on the board. What is Larkin doing there? I don't understand. You know what? If Larkin's there, I got to take him. I don't know why people are dodging Dylan Larkin. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, his plus minus probably not going to be great, but I think I have to take Dylan Larkin. This is one of those situations where, I mean, this guy's falling to you. His ADP 60. Like we're at 93 now. This is the top center, top power play, like point per game guy, reasonable periffs. Get on my team. What the hell are we doing here? You got to get Larkin on your team. So I'm excited about that. And then my next pick is at 100. I think Malkin's still there too. This is crazy. So we're in round 8. I might have to lock up some ridiculous periffs. And it's a little early. No, you know what? I'm going to get, I think if Drake Batherson is there, I think I got to go there. Batherson right here is showing minus 27 projection. No, that's not going to happen this year. If he plays like that, I just don't see that happening. Ottawa is going to be a lot better defensively. I think they shored up their goalie situation. Players that were injured are going to be back. So the only issue with Batherson really is, is he going to be there? Is he going to be in the lineup, right? Due to the potential legal issues. So I think Batherson's a slam dunk here. I pretty much have to do it. Like this guy's a beefer. I'm getting him at value, and he's a right winger, which is a scarce position. So I'm locking it in. Thank you, Dingleberry. He's not Drake Batherson. He's Dingleberry. That's where I'm going with that. All right. So we're still cooking here. So 16 picks until my turn. I want to take a look at some interesting picks here. So Huberdeau in the 7th, I really like. Let's see what else. Again, this guy here, Brian, he's actually, he's showing as an auto draft. So maybe that's what it is. But I mean, this is a pretty gross team. No value to be had whatsoever. So buddy, I sure as hell hope you're not in the room because damn, you're getting smoked. Let's see. Freddie Anderson goes. Devin Taves, Jonas Corposalo. I took Batherson. Radko Gudas goes right after I take Batherson. That's a little spicy. Gudas in the 9th round. Yeah, I know he hits, but he does literally nothing else. So, I'd rather in a category league just focus on getting offense. You can pick up guys like Gudas later on, much later on. You're sapping all the value by drafting him that early, right? So this all said, like we're coming up here and I feel like I want to just really lean into hits. So we're going to see what we can do here. My hits are already nuts. Something to say too, like 0G in these Yahoo things, you usually end up kind of lower because I'm the only one that doesn't have a goalie right now. So I'm the only one doing 0G. What the hell's wrong with you people? All right. What do you mean, you people? Let's see. Trouba or Letang. You know what? What the hell am I doing? I gotta take Chris Letang. This makes no sense. Buddy, get on my team. He's got some power play points, shots, hits. Ridiculous, right? So yeah, I think that's a good pick for me. And where are we at? We're in round 11. And we still got so much value here. You know what I want to do? Gotta think on this for a second. Do I want to go goalie? I do like Thatcher Demko this season. I want to lock him up. I'm going to lock up my goalie. It's round 11. I'm taking my first goalie. It's not something I normally do, but in this format, like it's categories, I want to lock in a volume starter. And to me, this guy could be the biggest volume starter of the season. And I do, I'm obviously from Vancouver. I'm a homer, so it's nice to get your home team goalie. But that said, like he's a great goalie, and there was a lot of things that were not right last season. So I think I'm expecting a much bigger season, much better season from Thatcher Demko, and a ton of starts. So yeah, I think it's a nice safe pick, and now I don't have to worry about goalies for a very long time. So let's keep going, see what's going on here. So Matt Duchene goes after what kind of team is this man drafting? He's got all the old flames: Johnny Gaudreau, Jonathan Huberdeau, Elias Lindholm. Yeah, he's got some beefers, that's for sure. Gudas, Shen, Matt Duchene is not a beefer, but yeah, interesting pick there. Trouba finally goes off the board. Gustav Forsling is a nice piece of value this season with Montour and Ekblad out. This guy's going to run the power play, and he's a great shot generator, even with those guys in the lineup, right? So I'm a big fan of Gustav Forsling this season, but you got to get him at value for sure. So one of the players I'm looking at here coming up, I want to get another right winger, and I want to get another beefer, and that is going to be Val Nichushkin, buddy. M16, Val Nichushkin. There was some weird pictures circulating of this man, on X. He was, standing by like a Hummer or something with just like two huge rifles, like, what the hell's going on with this man? I don't know, but I read a tweet yesterday that Jared Bednar, head coach of the Avalanche, was talking to this guy all summer, and they have a good relationship, and he's fairly confident that Nichushkin is good to go and not a wingnut. All right, so I'm going to lock him up because he hits. I think this is a really low projection for hits. I think he could come close to 100 hits, so I like that, and plus he's going to be a staple in that top power play in Colorado. All right, so my team's looking pretty dang solid. So now I've got 3 bench spots and my second goalie, and then I'm good to go. I think I want to get one more D as well. So I'll get 2 wingers, a defenseman, and then a goalie. So let's take a look at where we're at. Who is available? Let's take a look at the defenseman. There's a couple that I really like. Cam Fowler went. That's a great pick. Oh, damn. Mackenzie Weegar. I will put him on my queue. Zach Werenski's still here. Oh, yeah, right. This guy is ridiculous value. That's my guy. If Werenski's there, he's on my team. Book it. We're not waiting any longer. Bowen Byram is another guy. Michael Matheson, the professor. Why are people not drafting this man? I don't understand. In a Cats league, Jeff Petrie is going to get some nice deployment in Detroit, so I like that as well. All right, and I'm not going too much deeper there. All right. Okay, I think it's time to lock. Oh, what are we going to do? Johnny Marchessault. We're at 148. Johnny Marchessault still there? I don't know if I approve of this. Victor Arvidsson's still there? Good. All right. I'm going to take Marchessault because of the hits, of the bangs. And that's a Conn Smythe winner right there. What is he still doing there? That doesn't make any sense. So That's major value for me for Jonathan Marchessault. He's top line, top power play on the Stanley Cup champions. What are we doing? Why is he still here at 148? It doesn't make a bit of sense. Okay. So let's keep looking. So I've got another goalie and I need another winger and a defenseman. So I've kind of looked at my defenseman here. I want to look at the wings and see what the situation is. So Big Kuzi's still there. I mean, I might take a ride with him if we're at 150th overall. So Kuzi's looking like value to me. But I mean, Victor Arvidsson's still there. Tyler Bertuzzi's an interesting piece. Patrick Laine, what are we talking? Okay. Patrick Laine, yeah, that's really the answer. If he's still there, it doesn't make a bit of sense why he's still there. This is a guy that's been dropping to a crazy level for sure. Arturi Lehkonen as well. I love that. So we're just taking a look. Boone Jenner, he's got the dual eligibility. Boone Jenner? So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting year in Columbus based on, what happened there with Babcock. And, hopefully the team is able to kind of galvanize together or come together and feel just a little bit better about what happened. Because, yeah, it's just not a great way to start off the season with this crap going on with Babcock. So, and we can see it coming a mile away. It's just very unfortunate. All right. We still got, you know what I got to do? Oh, did someone take Zach Werenski? I think they did. Oh, this pisses me off. Yep. Someone took Zach Werenski. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, actually, so they took him before I took Johnny Marchessault. So I must have missed that, but that's fine. Let's take a look at who else we got here. I am huge on Michael Matheson, and I think I might grab him, but I don't need to do that right off the bat. I think I'm going to lock up another winger here. So I've got a right winger. Let's take a look at the lefties. Okay. I think Victor Arvidsson's the guy here. He doesn't really hit, but I think there's a good offensive ceiling for this man. He played great in the playoffs. Yeah, I'm going to go with Victor Arvidsson. I think it's major value for him. Yeah, and I'm loving that. He's got the dual eligibility as well. So now I'm just looking for a goalie and a defenseman. Let's take a look and see what goalies are available because, yeah, I've kind of said it and forget it. And, we're looking at the dregs here, right? So I think I'll be able to get Mike Matheson with my last pick. So I might look to pick up. Oh, yeah. You know what? Adin Hill. This makes total sense. Okay. I'm definitely going to go with Adin Hill here because I think he will get the start there. Yeah, and that's an elite team, a great defensive environment. So I've got one more pick here, and I'm definitely looking at Mike Matheson. I want to lock up a D-man. But you know what? We'll see who's available here. Like, I've got Bowen Byram or Michael Matheson or Jeff Petrie. Like, I don't know. Byram's not going to get any power play time. Matheson will, but it's not a great power play. Byram, he's great at even strength, and he's a beefer. He's got amazing periffs. But so's Matheson. I mean, he doesn't hit as much, but he shoots more, and he's going to get more power play points, I think. I don't know how they projected him for a +8. I don't think that's happening. Yeah, Montreal's going to be in the basement again this season, but yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. So some interesting picks. Boone Jenner goes right after Adin Hill. It's a great pick in category leagues. I'm excited about that player this year, as usual. Travis Konechny in the 14th round. That's insane value. Tom Wilson in the 14th round in a Cats league. Insane value. Yeah, there's some really good stuff here. Tanner Jeannot, the only time you're really drafting him is in a category league, right? Because of the hits that he brings to the table. But yeah, we're coming up here. All our guys are still there. And I think I'm definitely going to take a look at everybody. I don't need a defenseman, obviously, or I don't need a goalie, but why is Vladimir Tarasenko still here? See, that's kind of silly to me. I don't know. If I might have to go with Vladimir Tarasenko over that just makes no sense. So we'll see what happens. If Tarasenko's still there, I'll grab him because he's going to be in that top 6 in Ottawa. I think he's good for 60 points minimum, probably a lot more, right? But goals with your last pick in a draft like this, goals are the hardest category to cover, in my opinion. And Tarasenko's going to get a bunch of them, right? I could see him getting 30 goals next year. So Lehkonen's still there too. Damn. Just some beauties here. So we'll see. We got Tarasenko. We'll probably take Matheson after that. All right, we'll see what this guy does. He took Blake Wheeler over Tarasenko. I don't know if I agree with that, so I'm going to take Tarasenko with my last pick. And there you go. So let's see. So overall, my standings weren't too great, but you can see like, let's take a look. So goals, this is Yahoo projections, by the way. So I'm third overall in goals, second in assists. That's nice. Plus minus, I'm towards the bottom because I would just punt that. Power play points, number 1. Shots, number 1. Hits, number 4. So yeah, this is the guy that got Gudas and all them. Goalies, I'm dead last because I did 0G, and that's what's going on. They didn't give Demko. They didn't project him for very much. So it's all the goalie stats that are really bringing me down here, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm third overall. That's not too bad. Just based on those are Yahoo projections, but yeah, that's it. That's just a little bit of a draft there that I like. Let's go over my team. I'm just going to take a look at it here. So, all right. So for center position, I got McKinnon and Stamkos. I'm loving that. Meyer and Kane stack. I love that on the wing. And if I could have gotten Svechnikov, like those are 3 of my favorite players in a category league, just to go bang, bang, bang. You hit Meyer and Kane and Svechnikov. You've locked up shots and hits. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm really happy with my defense here as well. This is crazy. Dahlin, Dougie Hamilton, and John Carlson. Those are 3 of the top 5 positions or defensemen to me from that position. So to lock up those 3 guys, that's ridiculous on my team. So that's kind of some of the value that can be had here in Yahoo. Dylan Larkin, I ended up getting him at major value, Marchessault at value, Arvidsson at value, and then Tarasenko with my last pick. That's crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. And then I'm really happy with my goaltenders here. Thatcher Demko I picked in the 11th round, and then Aiden Hill, who I really do think is going to take that number 1 spot, or at least start there this season. And worst case scenario, it's a goalie share situation. So that's a player I could just drop and stream in anybody else, right? So yeah, that's really it with this team here. I feel good about this. I think one of the strategies that I really like to employ is, especially now that Yahoo's been fixing it, is get these dual eligible guys in kind of the middle of your draft, right? Because the first 4 to 5 rounds, for me, I think you kind of have to take the best player available. That's where I'm at. And, even when it comes to value over replacement, like the top tier of defensemen to me are Cale Makar and Roman Josi. But if you can't get one of those guys in the second round, really, then I think you can hold off a little bit, especially on Yahoo, and just take the best player available that falls to you. In my case, like it seems like, just in my case, it seems like I was able to wait a little bit. Like Dahlin was still available, and I got Dougie Hamilton in the 5th. So I thought Steven Stamkos made a little bit more sense and was a little bit more of a value at that point, right? So that's what I did, and I feel good about that. But yeah, like John Carlson here in the 7th, crazy value to me. Letang in the 10th. Just I hope my drafts go like this when I'm doing Yahoo this season. But I do think just so much value can be had at Yahoo. So anyways, that's just a quick little episode I wanted to bring to you guys, just doing another category league draft here on Yahoo. It feels good to just kind of see where all these players are landing. And I'll probably do another one. I wanted to do one on ESPN, but there's just not as much traffic there. It's just, if I join a league there, mock draft is like myself and 11 computer people. So I'd rather do one with actual human beings in it. So that's why I go to Yahoo here, but I'll probably do another one of these. But I really appreciate you checking this out. Nate and I and the boys at Apples and Ginos, we have so much more content planned for you. A bunch of stuff coming. So definitely keep your eye out. We've got, we're going to have our sleepers episode, which is going to be huge. We're going to be doing our hot takes episodes, things like that. So definitely stick around for that. And this upcoming week, we've got a high risk, high reward player episode that I think you're really going to want to check out. All right. But that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in here for this quick little episode. Really appreciate that. And we'll talk to you soon. Celebrate your day. Bye for now.